Two things are almost certain about you. Number one, you know people who travel. Of course you do. Everybody travels. It's an $8 trillion industry. It's what people dream about doing. And number two, you probably aren't making the commission. You see, every car rental, every hotel, and every resort pays commissions. They may go to a website or to a traditional travel agent, but trust us, someone is earning it. Well, what if we could show you a way to put that commission in your pocket? It doesn't hurt to take a peek. Interested?
All right, y'all bring all that amazing energy right on over here. You are in the right place at the right time with the right people, you guys. So first, I'm going to ask you to silence your distractions. And what does that mean? Ask your hubby, your kids, your wife, your pets to just give you a little time, right? In less than an hour, we're going to present all of the details that you definitely don't want to miss out on. Guys, grab your pen and paper, hold your questions until the very end because we don't want you to miss anything. And we may end up answering one of your questions literally before the end of the presentation, right? Also, stay until the end, y'all. We have a very special giveaway for every single one of you that stays on with us. So, y'all, today is so special. I want y'all to just say congratulations. Just go ahead and say congratulations. Why? Because we are featuring Director in Training, Christine Hunter, who is moments, literally moments away from becoming a one-star director, you guys. That means having her own team of 100 agents, and she's literally doing this on a part-time basis. But some of you were invited by someone else on our team here as well. So congratulations in advance to you, because guess what? Each of us were introduced to this business at some point in time. And so again, grab your pen and paper. You're going to get all the details that you need to make a decision. But y'all, before we dive into this, have you ever booked your own travel? Say yes in the comments. Okay. Say yes in the comments if you've ever booked your own travel by phone, online, someone else's website, however it was done. You're in the right place. Okay. We're going to show you how to go from doing it for fun and free to getting paid. And how many of you have ever shared your travel pictures or videos or both? You're showing what your balcony looked like. Maybe you took a picture of your nice cocktail with the beach behind you, right? You're showing videos of you taking shots at the pool bar. Yeah, I'm telling a little bit of my business now. But if you've ever shared those types of memories, go ahead and say yes. And last but not least, how many of you have dreamed of traveling more? Some of you are like, I'm dreaming of that right now, right? So this presentation is absolutely going to help you discover the details and learn more, and to bring you up, or to bring to the front first. Y'all could tell we've been doing this all day, right? I have a dynamic lady. She's coming here with a ton of energy. In fact, she personally sponsored soon to be director Christine Hunter. We have before you Director Sharice Alexander. She's going to tell you her story, but I got to brag on her just a little bit, y'all. First and foremost, she's a 1.5-star director. She is literally on her way to becoming a 2-star director with well over 200 agents worldwide. Guys, she's a part of our 40/40 club member, our 40. Well, actually, you went beyond that, didn't you? So I got to update this, over 60 personal. That means she is personally helping people change their lives all across the globe. And guess what, y'all? She went from working this business part-time to full-time, and she has an amazing story. She is a retired U.S. veteran, right? Meaning she served the Coast Guard. I just wrote that in there. But we are so proud of you, so excited. Y'all get ready, because she's going to bring a lot of energy and a lot of information. Right over to you, Director.
Hello, hello. Thank you so much, Lavonda, for that gracious introduction. Guys, just like she said, I'm retired military. And listen, oftentimes when I share this business opportunity with people, they look at me like I'm really crazy because I'm talking travel. And they're like, You were military, so why are you so excited about travel, right? But anyway, y'all, I can't do anything but brag about it. I've been in business now 6.5 years. When I first was introduced to this business, I snatched it, I ran with it, and I said I'd get my questions answered along the way because I saw that I could travel to all these different places that I didn't travel to while in the military. And Sharice, why didn't you go to these places? Unfortunately, 10 years in, I divorced and was left to be a single mom to my then 5-year-old son. And so to seek stability, y'all. So you can understand now why I didn't move about so much. So when this opportunity presented itself to me, I ran with it. And let me tell you, not only have I been able to travel more in the last 6.5 years than I did in all 22 years of my military service, but guys, I was able to check off truly one of my bucket list items, and that was South Africa. I had the most amazing time for my 50th birthday with my travel bestie, who is also in the business and on our team. So I have to thank my business for that. So, guys, again, thank you for coming out tonight. Listen, I want you guys to imagine financial freedom, time freedom, and personal freedom. Imagine those three freedoms, and then tell me in the chat which of those three freedoms do you desire? Listen, that's the ideal life, y'all. Most of us do not have that. Financial freedom for me is being able to put all of my bills on auto pay. And right now, ain't not one of them on auto pay. I need to have some control, y'all, right? But for financial freedom, putting all my bills on auto pay, that means I have the money. I don't care about when it's going to come out or how much it's going to cost, right? The money's going to be there. And personal freedom, just like I said, retired military. When in, there was no such thing as time and personal freedom, right? My time was owned by the military. Guys, I could remember times, being away from my family for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, when my son would do T-ball or practices, his dad would have to be there because I was on duty, right? So time and personal freedom. Any of those three freedoms you guys desire, I desired them all. And so, guys, what I want to talk to you about is that ideal life, right? The ideal life is those three freedoms. How are you going to get that? Through building a strong network. Guys, you know people, whether they're on social media, whether you've gone to school, work with them, your family, your friends, that's your network. But guess what? That network has a network. And we're going to show you how you can embrace and empower yourself and others and earn unlimited income. You're also going to be the benefits of e-commerce. You'll be able to experience that because your business will be online. You guys know Amazon and all these other stores that are online, right? Some of my favorite stores went bankrupt, closed, and then they went online. Guys, your business will be online, so you'll be able to work from anywhere, anytime. There's no inventory, no quotas, and no boss. And you'll also become a travel professional. We're going to show you how you can earn commissions on the travels that you're already taking. And you're going to learn the secrets to the travel profession. And because of these three things, guys, you'll be able to earn more, save more, travel more, and experience more. And so I got to tell you who we are, right? We are PlanNet Marketing, an online business provider that's been in business 9.5 years, debt-free company, and started by the gentleman you see here on the right, Mr. Donald Bradley, our visionary founder and CEO. Listen, this company is based out of Atlanta, Georgia. Mr. Bradley had already been in a company, but there was no how can I say it? There was no integrity there, right? And so he decided to start his own company. He was already a seven-figure income earner. So he decided out of his own pocket to start his own company. He wanted everyday average people like you and me to be able to earn above average income. But in order to be the best, guys, he had to seek out the best. So he went and brought Mr. Andy Cawthon out of retirement. That's right, out of retirement. Mr. Andy Cawthon is the president. Guys, he's got decades of experience in executive management and corporate operations. He's ran and built billion-dollar businesses. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think Mr. Bradley did the right thing by bringing him along? Billion-dollar industries. If he did it over there, guys, he can do it surely here. Miss Leanne Truckler is the COO. She's Mr. Bradley's other right hand, right? She manages the support team, the operations team, ensures that our business is compliant and that we have everything we need to be a success the moment that we start. But if you look at the commissions today, just 9.5 years, $300 million paid out in commission. You guys put some fire emojis in the chat because that is wild. But who do we market? We got to market something if we're going to be a legit marketing company, right? So we market the product that everybody desires. It's the sought out product, and that's travel. So Mr. Bradley and Mr. Andy Coffin went over and got a chance to talk with Mr. James Farrar, who is InteleTravel's CEO. He's been here since day one. So he's the founder. So that means we've got some stability, right? So they joined forces, right? InteleTravel is the originating home-based travel agency out there. We were the first to do it, guys, and have been in business 30 plus years. Guys, give up some claps for that in the chat. 30 plus years, the originating. So any of the other host agencies that you see out there, they're just simply piggybacking off of us, right? So listen, we've got some amazing accreditations and certifications from CLIA to ART, high standing ratings with the Better Business Bureau. And if you look down at the bottom, we've got some pretty good awards and recognitions down here. Norwegian Cruise Line, you guys know them. Carnival Cruise Lines, you guys know them too. But what about the Magellan Awards? It's just the Oscars of the Grammys, guys. And we've been getting that consecutively for the past couple of years. But look at the travel bookings today. Now, that's just these last 9.5 years since they partnered with PlanNet Marketing. Guys, $5.3 billion sold in travel. Again, amazing. But I've got a question for you. Did you know that commissions were already built inside of your travel bookings? Let me know in the chat. No matter where you book, guys, whether it's online with Expedia, Priceline, or you call into the supplier, or you book with another travel agent, commission is built inside of your travel bookings. But what if I told you that you could earn 70 up to 80% in commissions when you book those trips that you're already going to take? That's right. And you'll also have a full-fledged at-home travel agency, meaning you're going to have customer management software, you're going to have a website. Guys, you're going to be partnered with every major supplier. So if you love Marriott, you can book with Marriott. If you love Disney and Carnival, can still book with them. You're just positioning yourself, getting in front of that transaction so that you can earn that 70 up to 80%. And guys, you'll be able to book group trips and travel group trips and individual trips because we all know solo trips is on the rise. Group cruises, corporate and church retreats. Do we have any Divine Nine here tonight? Represent in the chat because we book fraternities and sororities that always traveling. Destination weddings, guys, honeymoons and anniversaries, girls' trips, you name it, you can book it. So as I told you, our business is a turnkey business, meaning the minute that you join, you're going to have everything you need to be a success. You're going to have customer support and customer service and support, some amazing on-demand trainings. What I love about this is that we get to decide what trainings we want to book. To study, right? So, for example, my niche is Jamaica. My niche is also cruises. I chose Carnival and I chose Virgin Voyage. I did not go and study for Disney because I don't have kids, right? But that's okay. You get to choose whatever it is you want your niche to be. We're also going to, again, access to all the major suppliers, and sales and marketing materials are going to come to you guys $100,000 worth. But put in the chat everything, put the word everything. A lot of times people believe that travel agents only book hotels and flights. But no, we book everything: cruises, vacation packages, tours, car rentals, guys, travel insurance, passports, and visas. Beyonce's got a concert going around again, right? We can book the concert tickets, we can book sporting events, we can book it all. So again, we can book everything. Why travel? Why now? Why not? Travel is a $10 trillion industry, and it's projected to grow to 15 over the next 10 years. But I'm gonna give you a little secret. We're already in that 10-year window. It is the number one research category online. But now, guys, let me know in the chat, when do you think it's most researched? Let me know in the chat, when do you think it's most researched? And I'm going to tell you who's fueling this industry. Check this out, the baby boomers. They're spending $2.5 trillion annually. They're the ones who are fueling the growth of the travel industry. They've retired after working all of their lives, raised their children. They're not staying home babysitting nobody's kids. They are traveling. But not far behind them are the millennials booking $4 trillion annually in this business, right? But then I'm proud to say that I am a Gen X. We made it to the presentation, y'all. We spend $3 trillion annually on this business, on travel. And then look at the Gen Zs. The Gen Z spends $1.5 trillion. These are our kids that are going out here getting master degrees, working, owning businesses, and they're traveling big, guys. They're traveling big. All right, so everybody has a cell phone, and we all know these phones are thousands of dollars, whether you have Apple or whether you have Android, right? But let me ask you this. Have you ever checked into a flight using your cell phone? Have you ever checked into a hotel using your cell phone? Or have you ever booked a flight or hotel using your cell phone? I'm sure the answer is yes. Listen, why not turn that cell phone into an ATM and get paid on what people are doing anyway? Because people are traveling for a number of reasons, and it's not just for pleasure. They're traveling for work, for business, for education, sporting events, whether it's the children or themselves, medical, and unfortunately, funerals. People are traveling anyway. So almost everybody you know is doing it or they aspire to. So I'm going to give you a couple examples of what you could actually earn booking travel as an agent. The first one is, let's just say you join the business and you know that your neighbors next door are always traveling for business. And so they go 3 nights, 3 times a month. You slide them your website, your booking engine, they book it themselves because it's just that simple. You're going to get a commission check of $151.20. Now, are you cashing that 151 or are you cashing that 151? Let me know in the chat. And I'm going to give you another example. How about a 5 day golf trip? Who here loves to golf? I don't know how to golf, but I'll book a golf trip, right? 5 day golf trip to beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona for a group of four, and your commission is $276 or $274. What could you take off the table? What bill could you take off the table with $247? Let us know in the chat. How about a 7 day honeymoon? We've got lots of weddings that's going to be happening, taking place in the month of June, right? And so you go out and you celebrate your girlfriend. She's getting married. You let her know, I'm a travel agent. I would love to book your honeymoon for you. So she lets you take that off her plate, right? You go book a 7 day honeymoon, all inclusive resort to Cancun with butler service, and your commission is $561.79. And it probably took you 15, 20, 30 minutes to do this. What could you do with that $500? Let me know in the chat. What bill could you take off the table? How about a group cruise? Do we have any cruisers here? Do we have any cruisers? I was fortunate to be able to book my class reunion 2 years ago. It was about 40 of us. So I had about 25, about 20, 25 cabins because there were some that were solo, right? And guys, when I tell you we had an amazing time in Jamaica on this cruise, my commission check was $2,800. $2,800. I'm like, y'all sure y'all don't want to do this every year, every few months? I really love my commission check. But listen, a 5 day group cruise, family reunion books 20 cabins to the Western Caribbean, and your commission check is $2,240. Guys, this is so much better than going to the family reunion at the parks during the summer when it's hot, the mosquitoes are out there. You don't even know half your family. You don't like the other half, and somebody can't cook the potato salad, right? Put them on a cruise, let the kids do what they're going to do. You go do what you want to do, and you guys enjoy yourselves. And you come home with a $2,240 commission check. Now, what I love about our host agency is they say you don't have to know everything over here. You come here, join us, learn and earn at the same time. Our host agency prides themselves in some amazing trainings that they do for us. And these trainings are set to help us to better enhance our knowledge to be better agents for our clients. So we do certifications such as Dream Maker, Vacation Builder, Travel Genius, plus more. And they are actually, at your pace, at your leisure. So if there's any Dream Maker, Vacation Builders, or Travel Geniuses here, let us know in the chat. Represent your hard work. Also, guys, one of our favorite things to do is the on the job training, right? This is where we educate ourselves by experiencing travel. But from the client's perspective, right? So the suppliers are going to invite us out to their properties, and we're going to, take a look at the properties, look at the different room categories that they have. We're going to sample the foods. We're going to test the waters and the drinks so that we can better come back and sell this property to our clients. This is what we call exclusive InteleTrips. And I'm going to give you a couple of them, and you're going to be wowed by these, I promise. So the first one, InteleTrip, is Jamaica. This is to Negril, Jamaica, 4 days, 3 nights. It's all inclusive, adults only. And guys, by the time we were done, or by the time the agents were done after they toured this property, they were wellness travel certified. If you know, people are doing more self-care today. So wellness travel is on the rise. This right here only costs $499 per person. Per person, guys. Can you imagine that? What about this one? Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, 4 days, 3 nights, 5-star all inclusive. And by the time we were done with this, guys, we were luxury travel certified. And a lot more people are wanting to experience luxury travel, right? We paid only $720 per person. And I have a business partner that's on today who says she's actually booked this, and it's usually like 3,000 or more just for this particular property. But us agents only had to pay $720. That's right, luxury. All right, guys. So before I get out of the way, I have to tell you about our IntelliTrust guarantees, because I'm sure there's somebody going, this sounds good, but this sounds too good to be true. Listen, it's good and it's true. All right. But InteleTravel has in place 3 different IntelliTrust guarantees that takes all the risks out of everything. So the first one is the best travel price guarantee. Basically, this is for you and your client. So you as an agent go out and you book this package for your client. And package has to be airfare and hotel. Your client comes back and they say, you know what, Cherise, I found this for a better price. It has to be apples, apples, oranges to oranges, meaning it has to be the same airline. It has to be in the same seating category. It has to be the same hotel room type that you booked. And if it is supposedly better, our company says if we can't meet it or beat it, if we can't match it or beat it, we're going to gift your client a credit of 110% of the difference of the two. So your client now has a credit for their next vacation. Now, the second two are for you, the agent. So the first one is the no questions asked 30-day money back guarantee. Our company says, come and test drive the business. Go and do some specialty trainings, do some IntelliTrips. And if within those 30 days you find that this is not the right fit for you, our company will reimburse you 100% of your money back, no questions asked. But now this third one I have never heard of, and I've done some network marketing companies, guys, the unique profits guarantee. Basically, they say, listen, 30 days is not the enough time for the average person to see a return on their investment. So stick around with us for 12 full months, 1 year. And if go book some travel, go experience some IntelliTrips, right? Earn some commissions. And if within those 12 months, you've not made more or saved more than you've invested, our company will reimburse you the difference. And the cherry on top is you get to keep your business. How about that? So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of the way, but I'm going to bring up our next presenter. She is our 4-star director, our travel coach, Lavonda Thornton Bush. Guys, she's a wife, she's a mom of 3, and she works this business full time as a travel coach. Guys, she was laid off from her corporate job and never looked back. She had this business already planned, or had this business already started before she got laid off, but she laid off and she never looked back. Today, she is a 4-star director. She has a team of 3,000 plus That's right, 3,000 plus. She is a ruby ring wearer, which signifies that she earns $250,000 in this business. She sits at the top of the income earners report, guys. Out of 135,000 active agents, she sits at seat number 35, and she's well on her way to becoming the next five-star director. Lavonda, are you here? Can you see me?
I can see you. I can hear you. And you got me all fired up. Y'all drop some fire in the chat. Sharice was absolutely amazing. Would you agree? I mean, you can't mess it up, right, Sharice? Travel is fun all by itself, but simply your experience, the way that you've educated us, entertained us, I always appreciate us. We don't have a traditional webinar. Aren't y'all happy about that? Sometimes you get and they just make it just drawn out and boring. So you definitely put your sauce on it. And I appreciate that. Guys, this is a fun-based business. She told y'all corporate America fired me, y'all. 9 years ago. Could you imagine? I haven't worked a job in over 9 years. Yeah. Well, that's because I had a plan B while I was working my plan A. So if you have a job, keep your job, but build your business, you guys. Just like most of you, I was working a job when I was introduced to this opportunity. And if you are working a job, drop the word JOB. What this is not going to be is a job bashing episode because your job pays your bills. But what happens when your job make a business decision like my job did? They simply said, Lavonda, we love you. You did nothing wrong. We're taking the company a different direction. And they took my 6-figure corporate job away. Guys, it was up to me to have a plan B. That date, which was March 31st, 2016, PlanNet Marketing paid me twice. Could you imagine losing your job and your business paying you twice? So when I called my husband, I was excited and he was confused. I called, I was like, baby, I lost my job today. He's like, hello? Because you remember those 3 freedoms that Director Sharice talked to y'all about? Guys, I was earning the income, but I was losing time. I was missing my children, literally watching them grow up through FaceTime as I traveled, as I worked hard for somebody else. And I realized I could do that for myself. Did that relate to anybody? If I can work for someone else, I can work for myself. And so it took me a year and a half to build a 6-figure income in this business. I knew I wasn't going back to corporate. We homeschool our kids. My husband was able to retire 8 years early, y'all, 2 years ago. Okay, this is 2nd year of retirement. And I'm just totally grateful because I know we're going to help more people. So why in the world do we tell y'all this story? So you understand that we are people just like you, right? And what I love is that PlanNet Marketing allows us to get paid helping other people. Somebody dropped the word options in the comments. Options, right? Because this is optional. Some people look at this and they say, I just want to focus on selling travel, right? And we don't pressure you to recruit. But I feel like it shouldn't be optional because if something is good for you, it should be good for you to share with others and help other people, right? And so we're excited because you now get to empower other people and earn leveraged and residual income. So when we talk about freedoms, guys, when we talk about the financial freedom, my bills have been on auto pay now for over 5 years. Not only that, last year I lost my hero, my daddy. And it was thanks to the freedom in this business. When the hospital told me what was going on, I could get there. I didn't have to explain it to my boss. I didn't have to check how much personal time off I had, how much of none of that, guys. I headed to that hospital and was able to hold my dad's hand as he took his last breath. So I want you guys to really think about what freedom can afford you. And look at what Warren Buffett says. Multi-billionaire. He had more money than all of us put together on his Zoom, right? Well, get this. He says never. Somebody type the word never because that is a powerful word. Never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source. Poor and middle class people rely on one job income or a 2-income household, but you have 20 bills. Right? That one job go away. Do the bills go away, y'all? Absolutely not. And so here, what we have done with PlanNet Marketing, Mr. Bradley put in a compensation plan that's designed for you to get paid to help people. Y'all understand you can keep your job and add this income to the money you're already earning. Most of us started this job started this business while working a job. And a lot of you are still working jobs like DIT Christine, right? She does this on a part-time basis. We're talking about a $50 direct sale commission. Each time someone says, no, I don't want you to make money off of me, show me how I can make some money with you. Does that sound amazing? Right? So now they want their own travel agent business. You shared it with them like the person who shared it with you today, and you get paid $50. In this example, this person shared it with 4 people and got paid. But I told you, Sharice Alexander shared it with over 60. Christina shared it with over 50, right? We have Tirsa, she shared it with over 100, and they said yes to the business. But here's my favorite part. Guys, this business is so powerful because it's in travel. It's going to make sense. You're going to be able to do business with friends, family, and total strangers. Sharice and Christine, total strangers. They make money together, and you will too, right? But could you imagine every single person you bring to this business, you'll forever get a 50% check match, no matter if you know them or not. If they earn $50, you'll earn $25. Y'all see that? In this example, this gentleman introduced his business. Let's say it was his coworker. He knew her, but then she introduced it to her neighbor and her sister, 2 people he didn't know. She earned $100. He earned $50. Well, guess what? Somebody on your team could earn $500 for the week. Someone else could earn $1,000 for the week, $2,000, and you're getting 50%. Y'all should be dropping fire in the chat for that. Because how many of you know that you're either going to be leveraged and someone else is getting paid leveraging you, or you also can earn leverage income, leveraging the time and talents of others, right? Teamwork definitely makes the dream work. So as your team start to build and you start to promote, you're going to add $10 to $60 per person per week in team bonuses. Now, when I first saw that, I was like, oh, okay, just $10. No, what if you grew by 100 people in a week and you earn $10 for 100 people? You realize that's $1,000 because you're going to help people who will help people who will help other people. But the powerful part about this is there aren't any limits. You can do this a little bit or a lot. Either way, you're getting paid. And I love that. Guys, we're also going to celebrate you. I love that Mr. Bradley identifies leaders early. And here, when you personally sponsor 3 agents, you're a bronze builder. If you're a bronze builder, you're on with us tonight. Go ahead and drop the word bronze in the comments, guys. And we're talking about 3 people. Let me show y'all how easy and simple this conversation is. I became a bronze builder in my first hour in business. I called my 3 closest friends and I said, guess what, y'all? I just signed up in a travel business where I'm going to make money and save money on my travel. Do you want to do it too? They say, yep, sign me up. They didn't see a presentation, a video. They didn't know anything. Listen, that's exactly how it happened for most of us. And you don't have to stop there, right? You know people who are traveling who potentially would like to make some money doing it as well. Silver builders, when you have personally sponsored 6 agents, say silver in the chat if you have 6 personal agents sponsored by you, right? That's right, Sharice, just that simple. And the conversations keep going. Guys, we post on social media. We say, who would like to earn income in travel? Who would like to travel more? Who would like to earn residual income for residual bills? When you have 9 personal agents, you're a goal builder. Do we have any goal builders on here? Yep, we do. I'm looking at y'all, right? Y'all see it's way more gold, right? Because once you go bronze, you don't stop. Gold builder, 9 personal agents unlock additional income. And I'll give you a secret. Gold builders have teams anywhere from 9 to 99. So gold builders, go ahead and drop your team numbers in the chat. Listen, I haven't asked y'all to do that all day, but I think it's pretty powerful, right? Because sometimes people see 9 and like, that's it. Nope, they got more. So that first level of $10 team bonuses goes to the gold builder. You now getting a 10% match on the travel commission earned by your travel agents. That $2,200 cruise that Director Sharice shared with you guys, if you were a gold builder and that was your travel agent, You didn't even train them. Carnival trained them to book that. Royal Caribbean trained them to book that. They earned $2,200 and you earned $224. Y'all, I met a gentleman on Facebook. Okay. Listen, he earned his first travel commission check from a group cruise was $20,000. I got paid $2,000 in an override and didn't even know he was booking a group cruise. You're also going to get people to come in and say, you know what? I don't want to focus on selling travel. I just want to share this business and help other people start their own travel businesses. These individuals will be earning residual income and you will earn a 10% override on their residual income. So let's go ahead and talk about the residual. If you have residual bills, say me down below. It names some of the bills, right? I saw y'all were already talking about the residual bills you were going to pay with your passive travel income. I saw rent, car note, light bill, right? I saw groceries. This is what it takes to be an adult. They told us about residual bills in college, did they? No. They also didn't teach us about residual income. Guys, when I learned about residual income, I got super excited. I told my husband our ultimate goal is to pay all of our residual bills on auto pay with this residual income. Could you imagine growing your team and the company paying you $4 every single month for every agent that lands in your matrix? Now, here's the cool part about it. You're going to help people fill your matrix. The people you bring on will fill your matrix, but you literally can be in a spot in your matrix where your sponsor or your sponsor's sponsor can sponsor someone and land in your matrix. And all you have to do is unlock it. Everybody say unlock the matrix in the comments. And it only takes 2 people to do that. As soon as you have personally sponsored 2 agents, you have the opportunity to earn up to $48 in monthly residual income. That may not seem like a lot of money. I remember when I first saw this, I was like, oh, $4. Now, this was like almost 10 years ago, right? I don't know how much tacos are at Taco Bell now, but I remember seeing this. I was like, that's like 2 tacos at Taco Bell. I didn't understand how this was going to compound, right? I was seeing this with less than 10 people on my team. I now have over 3,000 on my team. So understand, Christine, you're seeing this now with almost 100 on your team. Sharice, you have over 200. Renelda, you have over 800. Y'all see this? So imagine you now are a bronze builder, like those who commented. Let's say you've personally sponsored 5 agents. You've unlocked up to 5 levels. Now you qualify for $1,452 a month in residual income. But are you going to stop? No, there's more money on the table. You hit silver builder. You personally sponsor, let's say 8 agents. You've unlocked 8 levels. Now you have access to over $39,000 a month. Unlock all of it. Somebody say unlock it all. The gold builders you saw, guys, they've unlocked this entire matrix. That means no matter where anyone lands in their matrix, as long as they stay qualified with non-personal agents, they can earn up to $118,092 in residual income. I've been in the business for 9 years. I'm not close to that yet. So could you imagine how much income can be earned? There are people in the company already earning over $20,000 a month from residual income from this matrix alone. So I want you guys to understand the power of that. Some will build it slow, some will build it fast, but if you stick and stay, trust me, you will definitely get your pay, right? We hear that a lot in our industry. Now, this is our favorite slide, and this is why we're here tonight. And Christine, I don't know if you know this or not, but this is our last webinar. We're not getting off until you are a 1-star director, okay? Y'all, listen, we are fired up. 1-star director. You're going to hear from some incredible directors tonight. You've already heard from Sharice Alexander, her sponsor. But listen, Christine Hunter, very close to that level of 1-star. And with some other 1-stars as well. Drop 1-star in the comments if you are a 1-star director inside of our organization. That's a team of 100. Everybody say team. You can literally personally sponsor 10. Help those 10 get their own 10. That's a team of 100. $500 bonus at the beginning of the month. Isn't that powerful? And then the team bonus goes to $20 per person, not just 10. So the same, I said 100 people join. Guess what? That could be 2,000 in weekly income. Guys, you're paid on the first of every single month. You're guaranteed to earn $1,000 a month. Remember, most of us, I was a one-star director when I lost my job. So that one of those checks I told you PlanNet paid me, one was a weekly check. The other one was my $500 director bonus. So imagine whatever income you're already earning and you're adding that to it. And I want to bring to the line Christine Hunter, director in training. I'm telling y'all literally moments away, like this is happening tonight. Christine, what does it mean to you to get through this first big goal of being a one-star director on a part-time basis?
So first, let me say I love it here. I love the energy here. I love the support that is in this industry. Just getting to one-star director means so much for me in my organization. From what I thought would be a simple trip with earning commission turned into so much more. So just like Lavonda said, I met Sharice online. Sharice said one word and I was like, I'm in. She said, commission on your trips. So I said, okay, let's sign me up. That's all I had to hear because I was going to take my trips anyways. And the cost of travel has gone up and it's not going down, right? So the only way to get in front of your travel is to earn commission. That way you have more money for your next trip. So I love it here. I love the energy. I love the position that I'm in today. And I just am looking forward to growing more and more in this industry.
And you will grow more and more. And you know what? I'm excited because your sponsor, who we heard from today, y'all, she is moments away from becoming a 2-star. And y'all are literally seeing how that happens, right? Because you're going to introduce this business to people and they're going to want their own stars. I mean, Sharice, how does it feel for you to be so close to producing your very own 1-star director?
I'm excited. So you hear them all the time say, you're not a director until you make a director. And I'm like, darn it, yes, I am. And so for her to be here and moments away, it's amazing. And not so much because of what they said. I was just really joking, but I told you earlier, I told in the last session, this is powerful. And to be able to help someone else, like to watch another family be blessed by this. I was in my chat just earlier going, who's next? Who's ready to be a 1-star director? I want to see my team experience every emotion that I've experienced whether it's getting my first business partner, going bronze, silver, gold, DIT 60/60, 1-star. I want them to experience that. And so I'm just so excited for Christine, so proud of her. I'm happy for her family because this is huge. This is huge. She's going to get a $500 a month bonus. And I tell people all the time, this is once a month. But when we go out and we work for these jobs, we pray that they're going to give us a one-time bonus at the end of the year. But she gets this every single month when she hits 1-star director. It's just powerful. Plus that legacy. Can't forget that legacy.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm excited because I know when your team hits 300, now your bonus will double. It'll go to 1,000. Y'all see how powerful this is? Sharice and Christine both will be 1-stars because oftentimes people say, was this a pyramid? In a pyramid, you can never outdo the person that bring you in this business. And here you can be at the same level. You can surpass the person that brought you in the business. So you are truly not limited. And at 2-star, which is going to happen for Director Sharice here very soon, that team bonus will grow to $30. And then Renelda Victor, Director Renelda Victor Peter. She is newlywed, you guys. She is a 3-star director. Renelda, you have 800 agents on your team, right? But y'all, 3-star unlocks when you have a team of 500. every single month since last year, she has received the $2,000 monthly bonus. Monthly, I like how we could say monthly, not quarterly, not annually, monthly. And her team bonus is $40, up to $40. So, these young ladies are on her team. So y'all see how that works, right? You say yes, other people will say yes, and your numbers will grow. Renelda, we would love to hear your 3-star story.
Oh my God. If you would have told me I would be giving a 3-star story 8 years ago, I'd have told you, no, I'm not. I got started for travel, just a desire to travel more. Like Christine said, in order to travel more, you need more money, right? So when I got started, found my sponsor, Kyra Harris, on social media as well. I started marketing my business right away, got my first booking, took a $10,000 pay cut. People thought I was crazy because I was taking that pay cut. But y'all, I'm a mom at the beginning of the day and at the end, so I needed more time with my daughter. So travel is why I got started, but this business right here that we're talking about is why I stayed, why I was able to upgrade my lifestyle, purchase our brand new home, 2 brand new cars, don't miss a beat with my daughter, right? And it's not just about me. It's about the individuals that's coming behind me, being able to help them be able to afford, y'all, because this is what it's all about. Because Mr. Bradley did his research. The average person needed an extra $500 to $1,000 in a household to afford, to not file bankruptcy or foreclosures or have a car repossessed, right? Or even have a savings. And just to be able to put people in position, help them get in position, build this business, create generational wealth. We can't control the generations that was before us, but we could control the generations that's coming behind us, that's attached to us, right? We don't have to keep passing along generational curses. And with this business, we passing down a generational blessing to our family and to the heirs of our estate. And I'm so, so thankful for Mr. Bradley putting that in place. And that's, like I always tell people, it's bigger than travel. Travel is just the icing on the cake, but this is the cake right here that we able to, afford the lifestyle that we live. Like just being able to say, oh, I'm going to walk on a call out on my birthday, my 40th birthday, and walk off with my dream car, no money down. Like that was amazing to me, right? Being able to go from making $2,600 a month to putting all my bills on auto draft, not having to rob Peter to pay Paul to never pay Peter back, right? I could relate to waking up in the middle of the night to my car being pulled off by a repossession man, but they'll never repo me again, y'all, right? Because of this business, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all, if you on the fence, join and just trust the process. Trust us to coach you to the top. And Christine is only the beginning. Back to you, Lavonda.
Wow. We can really, I got chills right now. I know that's just good vibes. Like we could literally end the presentation right there. It's truly, it's life-changing, and we are real people getting real results. And there are people out there with real problems that need a real solution. And this is it. 4-star. We are a 4-star team right now. We have over 3,000 agents on our team. But what I love about our energy, we're saying, come on, there's enough up here for everybody, right? So how many of you have those 4-star goals? $5,000 a month in bonus money? Right now, that's walk away from your job type of income, right? That's the type of income where you're retiring spouses, you're retiring your parents, you're doing some things that the average person can't do. And we're looking at $50 in team bonuses. We'll soon be a 5-star team, but you know what? We have 5 stars already in the company. And I don't know about y'all, but I get fired up when people do better than me, because that means that I can do what they are doing, and you guys should be inspired as well, right? 5-star, y'all. I got started in this business when there were less than 2,000 people in the company. So if you could just imagine the growth that I've been a part of, seeing PlanNet grow, and this is still just the beginning, guys. 5 stars. Oh my goodness. That's $10,000 a month. Y'all better drop some fire in the chat. I never thought that I could ever be qualified for this. There wasn't a degree that I knew of that would qualify me for a $10,000 monthly bonus. 6 stars. We have them. Y'all, we already have 5, 6 stars in the company. They're starting June 1st with $16,000. They're getting this every single month. We don't yet have 7, 8, 9, or 10 stars, but we will. Right? So this is powerful. Some people choose not to grow a team. Some grow a small team. Some grow a big one. Some do it fast. Some do it slow. The good news is it's your choice. And now we have the 6-figure presidential ring and Rolex watch program. I'm sorry, 6 and 7-figure. Because guess what? Who you just heard from, 3-star director, Renelda Victor, she is moments away from qualifying for her $8,333 per month income to get her sapphire ring. Y'all, it took me 8 years to earn 6 figures in my corporate career. It took a year and a half to do it here. When you are an entrepreneur and you're in control, you get to earn as much income as fast as you desire, right? We also, my husband and I, we wear the ruby ring, $20,833 per month minimum. Last week, while we were in Miami, Mr. Bradley awarded 3 more of these rings. So no matter if you started in the beginning or you start right now, you can qualify for these income. We have diamond ring wearers. I just want y'all to imagine real quick, what could life look like for you earning a minimum of $41,666 per month? Just imagine it. $500,000 a year. Just imagine. There are individuals that never would have earned this type of income working jobs. Okay. We're talking about educators. They gave up their teaching job to earn $500,000. Would you? Right. And we have those 5, we have 5 documented millionaires, double diamond ring wearers, earning a minimum of $83,333 per month. And I'm just going to go ahead and put their business out there. All the millionaires right now earn over $100,000 a month. So while you thought you could pray for $100,000 a year, boost that up to $100,000 a month and watch the work happen, right? 5-star directors get a Rolex watch. I will always say I would never buy a Rolex, but the more money you earn, the more you start to see things. I'm just glad that PlanNet will be the first to give me a Rolex watch. Okay. Who else would like to receive a Rolex watch? Now, I love this about our company. We don't do company cars or anything like that. Mr. Bradley pay you all of your money. You get to make your money, save your money, invest your money, and then they're going to document your 6-figure success. So I'm super fired up about that. But guys, we have our income disclosure statement. Sometimes it's a little shaky for people. They're talking about a whole lot of money over here, and it's all legal. Guys, we are approved by the FTC. We receive a 1099 for our taxes. We report all income to IRS, and that's what this income disclosure statement consists of. Guess what? The lowest income earned is $0. I had one of my friends in the business say, why do you always highlight the $0? Because I don't want anyone to think this is a get rich quick program. People run from those things. Here, if you do nothing, you earn what, y'all? Nothing. But if you work your business, you can earn a few $1,000s a month. You can earn a few thousand a week. You can even earn over $1 million a year. So I challenge people to pull up the income disclosure statement and set your goals on what the average income says. Sure, we have Christine. She's getting ready to become a director. Directors average $27,000 a year. Guys, you work a full-time job. What would your life look like adding that to your job check, right? 2 stars average 67,000. 3 stars average 130,000 a year. 4 stars average 244,000. 5 stars average 458,000, and 6-star directors average $1 million. So you pick your slide, your slots, right? And so you heard the directors so passionate about a business they can leave behind. This is our PlanNet marketing pledge. It is only available for directors. I know that my husband and I, we were directors already. We were 2-star directors when Mr. Bradley launched this. And I remember crying, looking at my husband saying, okay, we're ready for 6 figures, 7 figures. Guys, as a PlanNet marketing director, Understand that you can feel secure in knowing that in the event of your death, your PlanNet business you've built will outlast you. Your family will still receive your PlanNet marketing, weekly commission, director pay, director bonuses, and monthly residual income. It took me about a year to be able to say this without crying, because all I think about is the job that fired me. They didn't care about my children. They didn't care about my husband. They didn't care about the bills that taking away my income could affect. So the fact that Mr. Bradley built a business and says that even after death, I am going to continue to take care of your family. That is so powerful. Absolutely game changer, Director Sharice. And so, guys, it's a simple business. It's a turnkey business. Christine, she could have did this webinar by herself, but she didn't have to, right? We rally behind her and say, we got your back. Guys, we are presenting on behalf of business partners that have invited you. When you join, you're going to have the same access to tools, to our team, to training, to events, online, offline. You will have your own business, but you will not be alone in your business, guys. So how do you get started? We all know it takes money to make money. I had a lady, she says, well, it didn't take money for me to get my job. I said, girl, who is FICA? Because I remember when I got my first check, I asked my mom, who is FICA getting money after I don't get my checks, right? We pay money for jobs. We put gas in a tank. Most of you probably eat lunch out while at work when you wouldn't eat lunch while you were home. So I want you really to think like an entrepreneur now. Put on your entrepreneur hat. Put on the hat that says that you're good enough to invest in yourself and not just go interview for someone else, right? So now we're talking about the price. I get excited because there are companies out there, y'all, charging thousands of dollars for businesses like this. And PlanNet Marketing and InteleTravel agreed they wanted this to be for the average person, which is why it costs less than $200 to get started. Y'all, say wow in the chat for that, right? I heard Dr. Sharice, doctor, look, I made you a doctor now. Director Sharice out here. Listen, you like say wow again. I get a chance to say that because it's a one-time upfront cost, you guys. $199.90. And that includes everything that you heard from in this presentation. Your InteleTravel agent business, $179.95 is included in that cost. You get your travel agent credentials tonight as soon as you get started. That means immediate access to making money with the travel commission sales, immediate access to those best travel prices, the VIP travel benefits, you guys. You get your very own InteleTravel personalized website, all of the things, and it's only $39.95 a month to keep your travel agency active, guys. All the support, everything you need, and your PlanNet business is included in that cost. $20 to get started, $20 a month. I don't need no $250,000 from a $20 business. You guys will have an opportunity to even earn 2 separate 6 figures with InteleTravel and PlanNet if you choose. PlanNet Marketing, that's an empowerment business, right? And PlanNet Marketing, that's team building. That's you helping other people get access to what you have. So we don't have products to purchase. We don't have to taste test or sample this. Guys, we are selling an online travel business. You earn a direct commission on your travel business sales. You get the overrides. You're earning all of the income I just shared with you. You get to build this as a legacy. You get your PlanNet Marketing website, and it's only $20 a month. Remember, you do have the 30-day money back guarantee. So if you get started, I don't say if, when you get started, get to see it all for yourself. And if you decide that it's not a business for you, cancel and get your money back, but do not miss out on this opportunity. All right. So with that being said, we do have 3 decisions to be made. All right. Because it's time to make a decision. You got the information. We could have did this in 10 minutes, right? We really could. Hey, start a travel business, get your travel credentials, sell travel, get paid as a travel professional, never pay more, get paid sharing a business with others and be able to earn hundreds or even thousands of dollars by helping other people start a travel business. So I probably could have did that in less than a minute, but we wanted to make sure you had the full details so that you're educated enough to make a decision. So if you are a number 3 and you're saying, no, thank you, not right now, this isn't for me, it's okay, because we know everything isn't for everybody. We have a special gift for you on the next slide because you gave us your time. Some people say no without seeing what they're saying no to. Then we have number 2s. Number 2s have questions. They're like, listen, this was a lot of information. It was great information. Stay on because we're getting your questions answered, you guys. So if you are a number 2, we got you covered because we know 2s turn into number 1s. They're like, questions answered, sign me up. And some of y'all were number 1s long time ago in the presentation. When Cherie said she was turning up in South Africa for her 50th birthday, you like, yep, I want to do 50 just like that, right? Some of you were ready to go. When Renelda said she walked off the lot in her dream car with no deposit, no down payments, right? I love that. So no matter what the reason, guys, we got the enrollment instructions. You can get started in literally minutes. And in addition to all the amazing value that InteleTravel and PlanNet offer, Team Relentless have our own offers, guys. We provide you with social media training. Listen, I had a stranger find me online, Kyra Harris, who is now a 3-star director with 1,400 agents, who was connected with a stranger online, 3-star director Renelda Victor, right? 800 plus agents who connected with a lady online that's probably not even on this webinar tonight, Keisha Harris. She is on. Keisha's on. Keisha. We were just on a cruise earlier this month. Keisha's on. Hey, shout out to Keisha, right? Because Keisha said, I'm going to keep letting y'all do what y'all do because Keisha have, over 400 on her team, just killing it. I love it. And so, Keisha introduced the business to Kedra, who is on her way to 2-star, who introduced the business to Sandra, right? Y'all see, I'm trying to get Sandra, who introduced it to Sharice, who introduced it to Christine. Renelda, I left you out. No, I didn't. Renelda to Keisha. Y'all see, people helping people helping people. How dare I know how to do that? That just goes to show you that nobody on our team is just a number. We are connected like family. And when you have a family, you know your lineage. Just like when you go to the family reunion, let grandma talk because she about to tell everybody business, who related to who and how and when, right? So I love that, guys. So you're connected. You get started with whoever invited you to this presentation. You got all of us. I love that. Vacation vouchers. You're getting one today if you're not on the team. When you join the team, you get all of them. And we have a lot of them. I pay for them so you don't have to. We have our Facebook group with just our team. You can ask questions. We share tips. We share all types of things. We even come together and travel together. We have an on-demand presentation. You have unlimited coaching. You have a 14-day booking workbook. You guys, you just have a ton of value. So if you're ready to get started, you can simply respond in the email that you received. If you received an email, and follow those enrollment instructions. The person who personally invited you, get back to them right now and say, I'm ready. In fact, you can say, I'm ready right now. Carla said, call me. She's ready, y'all. If you are ready, drop a 1 in the comments. Say I'm ready in the comments. Now is a great time. You can also go ahead and text the word join to phone number 281-767-9711, you guys, and you're going to get the enrollment link sent directly to you. You'll just need the sponsor code for the person who invited you. And for those of you who aren't ready to join yet, you're ready for your thank you gift. All you have to do is text the one word hotel savings, one word, no space, hotel savings, to 281-767-9711. You're getting a $500 hotel savings card, you guys, and that's going to help you. You can choose for so many different options. Hilton, Westin, there was Wyndham, Marriott, all types of different options. So I'm excited. Y'all, I'm looking at these comments and I'm seeing I'm ready. I see here we have a number 2, someone that have questions. We definitely want to get your questions answered. Right now, we have Miss Mercy. She says, I was nervous because I worked my whole life to get out of sales. but the benefits really sell themselves. I'ma just post pics by the beach and be like, wish you were here getting commission. Yeah, I don't even know how if you said it like that, but I read it like that, okay? And what I love is literally while I was on a cruise after my daughter's cheer competition, because I have athletic kids, and all I did, y'all, was take a picture with a crab leg, held it up by the cruise little, the banister, I guess I could say. And somebody inboxed me and said, I'm ready. All they needed to see was the crab leg. Yeah, you don't have to use all your sales skills over here. People are looking for a way to travel and travel more, never having to pay more. I see another ready here. So I am going to give you guys, first of all, let me end the presentation recording. Y'all don't go anywhere because we're here until Christine hit 1 star now. But for those of you that catch this recording, absolutely, we're excited to welcome you to the money-making side of travel.